Okay, while we're here at the or at the person list, the new people list, I wanted to introduce you to a brand new feature in Atlas Martial Arts software called tags. And tags are used for tracking and monitoring, sometimes measuring, basically anything that you want. Any way that you want to categorize a person or give a person an attribute, you can use a tag. So for example, let's say I wanted to track my students, and let's say I have like a student of the month system, right? And I want to track who has been the student of the month, right? Who in history has been the student of the month. Maybe I don't want to, really ever give the student of the month to the same person twice, or maybe I just want to know if they've ever been that or not. Or maybe I want to track the benefit that someone told me they wanted when they came in for an intro. Maybe I want a mechanism that gets attached to that student that forevermore reminds me of why they originally enrolled in our program. So basically, tags are useful for anything that you want to track per student, per person actually, that isn't built into Atlas Martial Arts software in sort of our static fields. So, these columns that kind of come stock with Atlas. So as an example, let's use my student of the month example. So let's say I want to make sure I track all that. I want to make sure that everybody who's ever been the student of the month gets this flag, and I know who they are. Another example might be I might have belt stripes that aren't really rank related. So using my rank mechanism in Atlas might not be the way to go, but instead I use a tag instead. So I can add tags and remove tags and then search for people who have or don't have them, right? So let's use my student of the month example. So I want to create a tag that says, hey, this person has been student of the month. And then anybody who is student of the month, I'll put that tag on them. And then I'll know forever on into the future that yes, they were a student of the month at some point. So my first step is to set the tag up. So I go into the setup area under school setup. And on the right-hand side, the second item down is the tag area. So I'm going to hit group actions, new tag, creating a new tag. And I'm going to call this student of the month. And I'm going to hit save. Now it'll save that tag for me. Now when I go back to my people list, any of these lists, but if I go back to the people list, let's say, let's find a student with actually a name here. I'm working with test data here, so it's oftentimes a little strange. Okay, let's look at William Ames. Let's say William Ames is a student, and I want to add the tag to William. Well, there's a bunch of different ways I can do that. From this person list, I can add it right here if I want to. So I'm just going to go to the individual action menu, click that, add a tag, and then I'm going to add that tag. Oh, sorry, I moused away. I'm going to add that tag student of the month. Here it is, student of the month. Okay. Now Atlas will let me know, hey, you're about to, assign a tag to a person. Are you sure you want to do that? Yes, I do, in fact. Now, William now has that tag in his file. And anytime I want to search for people who've had that tag, I can do it here. I can also add that tag in the group action area. So if I just tick William's box, or maybe I tick 4 or 5 people's box if I want to, I can go to the group actions and add a tag. And I could do it there as well. I can also remove tags from here as well. So those are two places I could do it. The third place I could add a tag is if I open William's record. If I go into William's contact record, I can also add tags here in his tag widget. So I can just go in here and kind of click in this space, and it gives me a list of all the tags I have at my disposal. And I could have just gone in here and clicked the student of the month tag. So there's 3 different ways that you can add tags. There's another when we create people. I'll walk you through that in a moment. So I've got that tag now assigned to William. He now has that tag on his person in his file. So if I go to the tag filter and I select the student of the month tag, I'm going to get back a result of only the people who have that tag. And there he is. There's William. So now I have a way to track all of my students of the month on into history.